Hi guys, welcome to the Gyro Vikings Insane Angling Adventure. Once again I've come to Druidge Bay to try and catch some bass and flounders. A little bit more prepared camera wise this time. The sea isn't actually as big as I had hoped for, but there's about a 2.5–3 foot swell rolling in there. So there's a bit of surf and it's possible we might get a few fish tonight, especially in the dark. Time now is about 3 PM and high water is around about 5:45. So we'll be fishing over high water and 2 or 3 hours back down to give us the best chance in darkness. So wish us luck, tight lines. So Robbie's just pulled in a lovely flounder there. That's the first fish of the trip. Probably one of the biggest ones I think I've ever seen off the beach. Real nice one that. Must be 40 odd centimetres that. Nice I think Steve might have a flounder or something here. Oh yes. So it's a start. That's our second fish. No bass yet, but at least we're getting a few flatties. Nice one. I think I've actually got one on and all. I was about to wind in. I'll wind this in.
It's got both hooks.
It's got both hooks. That one's a greedy guts, it's took both hooks. So there we go. First bass of the session, just as it's getting dark. Not big enough to keep, but again, lovely fish. Brilliant scales on them. I also pulled in a flounder with that one. So really good, really enjoyed that. We'll put it up, get it back. I think Steve's got a fish there, give him a good rattle. He's only fishing about 20 yards out the surf. What have we got? Oh, there's a little flatty.
I can't believe the knock that gives, unbelievable.
I give a great knock that. The flounder or a dab that? Flounder. Aye, flounder, we've had a few of them tonight so far. Robbie had one. Are you pulling a fish in, Robbie? Oh, there's Robbie got another one. But Robbie's got them 2 at a time there.
Trying to sing too.
Yeah, the flounders are coming in on the scene now. Hopefully the bass will follow them. Good fun anyway. I think Steve might have a bass this time. Give him a good bite, and I've seen his rod bend over, so fingers crossed. Trying to keep me light out the water. Oh, it's another flounder. It's a bigger one though. Aye, not bad. The flounders are going mental.
They're hammering them.
Absolutely hammering the bait. Bait's in the water for seconds and they're on. I'm sure there's a few bass out there, but the flounders are beating them to it at the minute. Oh, that one hadn't hooked itself. Hasn't though. That was like a big cod grabbed it. Unreal that there. I pulled my rod right over, I grabbed it, fish wasn't there, unbelievable. So maybe next time we'll wait and see. I think I've got something anyway. Seems like a bit of weight when I thought there was no fish. Hopefully it's not a bass. Not too big flounders. Or a big lump of seaweed. Not really feeling much of a thing. Flounders. A couple of little flounders. That wasn't what bit before though. They wouldn't have had the power to do that. was at Druridge Bay, caught one bass and absolutely tons of flounders. A little bit disappointing. I know it's strange that you would say it's disappointing that you caught loads of fish, but I was after bass really. But it was still a canny night. The lads I was with and all, Steve and Robbie, they caught loads of flounders too. I decided to give it a go, wrap up a little bit early due to the amount of flounders and small coalies that were coming in instead of the bass. So today I'm on the pier at South Shields with my friend Richie. We've got black lug and ragworm for bait. I'm using clip down pulley rigs with a rotten bottom, and I'm fishing the area known as the Wheel, and I'm waiting for the tide to start pulling in, and hopefully it'll bring a few codlin, maybe whiting and coalies and stuff with it. So hopefully it's going to be an exciting night, and we'll end the day with a nice codlin or two. I'm actually using a bigger rod today. We need a powerful rod to drag the fish over the snaggy areas on the pier and to get a good distance casting. So I've got a Grazer Apollo Extreme here, and I've got the Fin-Nor 6000 reel. That's loaded with 50-pound braid, and you can get a nice cast with that. I would say I'm well over 100 yards out there at the minute. So I've had a couple of little knocks, but I think they were just flounders or little dabs. Get a lot of dabs at this time of year. So yeah, we'll just see how we'll get on, see how we'll go. There's a lad just pulled in looks like a few coalies, not a coalie and a flatty I think, off the end. Aye. So that looks good. Yeah, I'm just using a single hook today, I'm hoping for that big cod. So let's see how we get on. So there's my first fish of the day, codlin. Let's see what size it is. Can you measure it for us there, Rich? What's the size limit?
Just the higher is size 37.
Just size that one, 37 centimeters. I'm not quite sure what the size limit is.
35.
35 I've been told. As I say, high 35 on there for cod. So I'm not going to keep it, but quite chuffed with that one. Nice start. I think Richie might be into a fish, yeah. He got snagged up with it, but he persevered and eventually it come out. Don't think it's a big fish though. Yeah, I can see a small fish there. Looks like a codlin. There we go. Another codlin. About the same size as where I was catching before, I think. Yeah, not bad. Looks like we could probably had a bag full about the same size and 8 cod fingers. Yeah, but we're not ones to just wantonly destroy every fish we catch, so we'll be putting them back unless Richie wants to keep this one for his tea.
Nah.
A circled hook on the top, caught it lovely, right in the lip.
Stuck on some old line. About 37, 38.
Aye. Oh, been about 37, 38 centimetres today. Hopefully we can get a big one. There's another codlin. Probably just oversized again. Oh, nice to see. That's 3 I've had now, and I lost a bit, one which I think was a bit bigger. So they're definitely there. They're definitely coming in on that flood tide. There's a nice swell rolling in, which always helps to bring in the codling. Yeah, so what we'll have here is on the incoming tide, what we call the flooding tide. We'll have a very strong tide pull coming around the pier, end of the pier wall. If you follow my hand, comes straight down into the estuary, which is a Tyne estuary, and normally on a good day it brings lots of fish with it. There seems to be lots of fish out there at the moment, but most of them seem to be mainly small. I just lost a better fish. I was winding it in there and I got caught in an old barrel line, and it come off when I got it near the surface. Might have been about 2 or 3 pound, so that would have been a nice start to see. But fingers crossed we'll get something like that a bit later, or even bigger. I've got 3 oar hooks on my line, on my snood, hoping for a better fish. I'm not really after small fish like collies and flounders and stuff today. Just want that one decent codling. So here comes the ferry off to Amsterdam. You can set your clock by this one. It always comes out at 5 PM. I hope you can see it on the GoPro. It's a huge vessel, it's massive. Turn my light off just in case. There it goes. I think it's about a 16-hour crossing to Amsterdam, round about there anyway. Yeah, a good night's kip and a few beers. It's an incredible sight. Well, I've just caught a beauty there. Nice one, about 6 pound. Lovely fish. This is what I've been after. The darkness come on. That's made me day. There's a 7-ounce grip lead next to it. Very nice. Yeah, so there's a beauty. Absolutely over the moon with that. That's the one I've been looking for on South Shields Pier tonight. Hopefully we can catch its bigger brother. Amazing, that one took rag and black lugworm. Cracking fish that for the pier. Amazing. Tight lines, boys. Richie's got a fish there, I think. What have we got? Oh, it's another codling. About the same size what we were catching there earlier. But we haven't had a fish for a little while, for about an hour or so, so nice to see them back again. You know, we might get one more big one before we go wrap up at 8 o'clock. Time now is about 7ish, so probably got about another hour. There's Richie into another fish by the look of it. Don't think it's a huge one, like, hasn't got a massive bend on his rod, but see now he's got quite a heavy rod. Any fish anywhere rod there, I think it is.
Aye.
Yeah, just that way, is it, Richie? There's a fish again. With a small codling, smallish. Plenty of them about tonight, that's for sure. It's a good sign for the future. coming. Weather conditions are horrendous today. Oh, does it come off? Oh no, is it still there? Yeah, oh, it's a dogfish. Bloody hell. We'll come for cod and we'll catch a dogfish in a storm. I hope you can hear us okay, because the wind is really, really bad.
Dogfish!
Come fishing on the northeast coast and we'll catch a dogfish in a storm for cod. Would you believe it? And yeah, I've caught them here before, but on nice calm summer days, not when it's bloody freezing and windy and horrible. One for the species hunters out there anyway.
It's coming, it's just...
Let's have spotted dogfish. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, so I just had a good bite there in the raging storm on the northeast coast of England, and I've caught a dogfish and all. We are the cod. The fish is better than nothing, but not really what we're after or expecting. But pretty rare to catch off the northeast coast. Yeah, pretty rare to catch off the northeast coast, so we can't grumble about that really. The wind's starting to die off a little bit now, and hopefully we can catch a few cod a bit later. It's getting dark as well. I had bluey on for bait, so probably why I caught a dogfish. They really like fish baits. The one we've been waiting for. Took a little while, but finally got one, about 4 or 5 pound. Glad to see the end of the back of the dogfish. We didn't really come here for dogfish, we come here for cod. Steve had a nice bite at the same time as well, but didn't manage to catch it. So hopefully we'll get a few more now, and looks like the rock fishing is kicking off now. So we've had the beach, we've had the pier, which we've done okay with. Now caught on the rocks. Fantastic. So Steve's in there fish there. Let's hope it's a nice codling again. Whoa, there's a big wave. That's a codling.
I tell you what, that was in the current and it felt
Felt a bit big on what it was.
I felt a lot bigger than what it was. Really surprised at the size of that.
Still, it's a fish.
Yeah.
So that's another codling anyway. So that's a couple of codling we've had. Couple of codling we've had, and a couple of dogfish. We might get another fish or two yet. Like, we're going to stop about another hour. All of a sudden it's got really rough again. That calmed right off. Of this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a couple of days off work and I decided I'd make a video, and this one, as you've probably already seen, is called Beach, Pier and Rock Fishing. So each day I decided to do a different aspect of fishing, beach fishing first day, and then the pier, and then the rocks. So first day on the beach at Druridge Bay, had quite a good day, lots of flounders, and caught the one bass, so quite good. Second day, went up South Shields Pier, caught a lovely cod, really enjoyed that, and my pal Richie and myself also caught a few smaller fish. I think we had about 6 or 7 codling all together in the end. That was really good. And the third day, couldn't pick the worst weather for it. Went out in there, which was quite a big storm for the northeast of England. Wind was gusting at about 50 miles an hour, and horizontal rain, which soon had was soaked through, even though we were wearing flotation suits. So we decided to try Dunstanburgh Castle, which we hoped had a little bit of shelter and wouldn't be too rough, which kind of worked out. And as we were fishing there, the wind died off, and it was looking really good. But unfortunately, we only caught a couple of dogfish, which for the northeast coast is really unusual. You normally catch them over on the west coast and in the Irish Sea. So there must be a small population of dogfish off Dunstanburgh Castle. I know I have caught them in the past in the summer, and I caught nice cod what I went up for. So all in all, it's been a really good 3 days, and as I say, I hope you've really enjoyed this video, and if you have, please tell your friends, as always, about my channel. We'll try and grow it a little bit bigger. Yeah, and as always, I like to read your comments, so please leave a comment if you can. I love to reply to them. I love to read them. So thanks very much, and I hope you've enjoyed this video once again. Tight lines and get yourself out there fishing.